Did you know that the healthy breakfast you've relied on for years might secretly be working against you? It's true. Many of us over a certain age reach for a warm bowl of oatmeal, thinking we're doing our bodies a world of good. It's comforting. It's hearty. And we've been told it's packed with fiber and goodness. And for the most part, that's absolutely right. But what if I told you that some of the very ingredients you're adding to your humble bowl of oats could be turning it from a nutritional powerhouse into something that causes you bloating, indigestion, or even an energy slump before noon? It's a painful reality for many who diligently try to eat well, yet still feel uncomfortable or low on energy without knowing why. You strive to make healthy choices, you really do. But sometimes the best intentions lead to surprising challenges. The secret isn't that oatmeal is bad for you, quite the opposite. The truth is, even the most beneficial foods can become less effective, or even problematic, when paired with the wrong companions. It's like inviting incompatible guests to a dinner party. Things just don't quite gel, and everyone ends up feeling a bit off. Today, we're going to uncover 7 common foods that, when mixed with your oatmeal, can hinder your digestion, block nutrient absorption, and leave you feeling far from your vibrant best. Some of these combinations might be staples in your breakfast routine right now. And trust me, they might surprise you. So, stay with me until the very end, because I have a truly unexpected revelation that could change the way you think about your breakfast forever. Let's dive right in and uncover the first food combination you might want to rethink, many of us, almost instinctively. Reach for a splash of cow's milk or a dollop of yogurt to make our oatmeal creamy and rich. It feels so natural, doesn't it? You pour your regular milk over the cooked oats, or stir in a spoonful of your favorite yogurt for that added tang and protein. But here's the thing: as we gracefully age, our bodies often change. And one common change is a decreased ability to digest lactose, the sugar found in dairy. This can lead to that uncomfortable bloated feeling, gas, or even stomach cramps shortly after your meal. It's not just the lactose, though. Dairy also contains casein, a protein that can be quite challenging for some digestive systems to break down, especially when combined with the high fiber content of oatmeal. Imagine your digestive system working overtime, trying to process both the complex fibers of the oats and the specific proteins and sugars from the dairy. It can create a sort of traffic jam, slowing everything down and leaving you feeling heavy and sluggish rather than light and energized. Now, if you're also adding dairy, think about the nutrients. While calcium in milk is often touted, the calcium and iron in both milk and oats can actually interfere with each other's absorption. Your body is a finely tuned machine, and sometimes, even good things in the wrong combination can cancel each other out. So, what's a better way to achieve that creamy texture and a delicious taste without the potential digestive upset or nutrient clashes? Consider making your oatmeal with water, or try unsweetened plant-based milks. Almond milk, soy milk, or even oat milk itself can offer a wonderful creamy base without the lactose or casein challenges. If you really love the idea of added protein, you could opt for a high-quality, plain plant-based yogurt stirred in after the oats have cooled a little, or even a smaller amount of a fermented dairy product like kefir, which often has less lactose and beneficial probiotics. But still listen to your body's response. The goal is to feel good, not just to eat what you think is healthy. Next, let's talk about something almost everyone adds to oatmeal sweeteners. We're talking about brown sugar, maple syrup, honey, or even those fancy flavored syrups you find in the supermarket. You add a generous swirl, thinking you're just making it a little more palatable. A bit of a treat. But this seemingly innocent addition can turn your wholesome oatmeal into a rapid-fire sugar bomb. While oatmeal itself provides a slow, sustained release of energy due to its complex carbohydrates and fiber, dumping a significant amount of refined or even natural sugars on top can counteract this benefit entirely. What happens then? You get a quick spike in your blood sugar, followed by an inevitable crash. You might feel energized for about an hour, Then suddenly, you're looking for another snack, feeling tired, or even a bit irritable. This roller coaster effect on your blood sugar isn't just about feeling good in the short term. Consistently high sugar intake contributes to inflammation throughout your body, can impact your gut microbiome by feeding less beneficial bacteria, and over time, may even contribute to insulin resistance. Instead of fueling your body for hours, you're creating an energy dip and potentially setting the stage for more significant health issues down the line. So, how do we enjoy a sweet bowl of oats without the sugar crash? The answer lies in natural sweetness and moderation. Think about adding fresh fruit like berries, blueberries, raspberries, or sliced strawberries are fantastic. They offer natural sugars along with fiber, which helps to slow down sugar absorption even further. A sliced banana can also provide a lovely sweetness and creaminess if you really crave that rich, syrupy flavor. Try using a tiny drizzle of pure maple syrup or a small teaspoon of local honey. After your oatmeal has finished cooking, just enough to tantalize your taste buds, not drown your bowl. You could also experiment with spices like cinnamon or nutmeg, which add warmth and a perception of sweetness without any actual sugar. These simple swaps can transform your morning meal from a sugar-fueled roller coaster into a steady, reliable source of energy that keeps you going strong until lunchtime. Now that we've touched on sugars and dairy, let's explore another common addition that might be sabotaging your morning meal without you even realizing it. Moving on, let's consider dried fruit. You often see oatmeal recipes calling for raisins, dried cranberries, or chopped dates, and they seem like a healthy, convenient way to add sweetness and some fruit goodness, don't they? You reach for a handful, thinking you're getting a dose of antioxidants and fiber. However, dried fruits are highly concentrated sources of sugar. When fruit is dried, its water content is removed, leaving behind a much smaller, denser package of sugar. And often, store-bought dried fruits, especially cranberries, have added sugars to make them even sweeter and more palatable. This means that a small handful of dried fruit can contain as much or even more sugar than a spoonful of refined sugar, leading to that same blood sugar spike and subsequent crash we just talked about. Plus, because they're so concentrated, it's very easy to overeat them without feeling full, adding a significant amount of calories and sugar to your bowl without much satiety. The way dried fruit is processed also makes it very easy for its sugars to be absorbed quickly by your body, bypassing the slow-release benefits you're trying to get from the oats. Imagine biting into a fresh apple versus eating a handful of dried apple rings. The fresh apple has all its water and bulk, making you feel full and slowing down sugar absorption. The dried version, while convenient, doesn't offer the same digestive experience. So, what's the better choice here? It's simple: opt for fresh fruit whenever possible. A bowl of oatmeal topped with a generous serving of fresh berries, sliced peaches, or a diced apple provides natural sweetness, more fiber, and much-needed water, which aids digestion and helps you feel fuller for longer. If you absolutely love dried fruit, use it very sparingly, like a few sprinkles as a garnish, and look for unsweetened varieties. You could even try soaking them for a short while before adding them, which rehydrates them and makes them a bit easier on your digestive system. Next on our list is a popular addition for those looking to boost their protein intake: protein powders. It makes sense, doesn't it? Oatmeal is great for carbs and fiber, so why not add a scoop of protein powder to make it a complete meal? You stir in your favorite way, casein, or plant-based protein powder, confident that you're fueling your muscles and staying full. But here's the catch. Many protein powders, especially whey concentrates, can cause digestive issues like bloating, gas, and stomach upset for some people, particularly as they get older. This can be due to lactose residues or simply the way the protein is processed, which can be hard on a sensitive gut. What's more, if you're adding protein powder to steaming hot oatmeal, the heat can denature some of the proteins, potentially making them even harder for your body to break down and absorb efficiently. So, while you're aiming for a muscle-building breakfast, That scoop of powder could be turning your gut into a gurgling mess instead. Rather than relying on powders, consider incorporating whole food protein sources that are generally gentler on the digestive system and come with other beneficial nutrients. A tablespoon or two of a good quality nut butter, almond, peanut, or cashew, stirred in after the oats have cooled slightly, can add healthy fats and protein. A sprinkle of chia seeds, flax seeds, or hemp hearts also boosts protein and adds omega-3 fatty acids and fiber. If you prefer to use a protein powder, try adding it after your oatmeal has cooled down to a warm, rather than piping hot, temperature, and choose high-quality, easily digestible plant-based protein powders that are free from artificial sweeteners, gums, and fillers. As these can also contribute to digestive distress, the goal is to build muscle and stay full, but not at the expense of your digestive comfort. Now, let's talk about a seemingly healthy addition that can also go wrong: excessive amounts of high-fat toppings. We're talking about pouring on too much nut butter or adding a mountain of nuts and seeds. It's true that healthy fats are essential for our bodies, contributing to satiety, brain health, and hormone balance. A sprinkle of chia seeds, a few walnuts, or a drizzle of almond butter is absolutely beneficial. But there's a fine line between healthy and heavy. When you combine a large amount of fat with the high fiber content of oatmeal, it can significantly slow down your digestion. Fiber already takes a while to move through your system, and fat takes even longer to digest. Putting them together in large quantities can create a feeling of profound heaviness, sluggishness, and discomfort. You might feel like your breakfast is sitting in your stomach like a brick, leaving you feeling tired and less energetic, rather than vibrant and ready for the day. This combination can also lead to a calorie overload without providing sufficient satiety. While fats are filling, a small handful of nuts or seeds, or a tablespoon of nut butter, is usually enough to reap the benefits. Doubling or tripling these amounts can quickly add hundreds of calories that your body might not need, especially if you're not active enough to burn them off. So, what's the solution? Moderation is key. Instead of a thick layer of nut butter, try just 1 or 2 tablespoons. Instead of half a cup of mixed nuts, aim for a small handful, perhaps a quarter of a cup. Balance your bowl with other additions like fresh fruit for natural sweetness and extra fiber that's easier to digest in combination with fats. You can also experiment with a mix of different healthy fats in smaller quantities, rather than a large amount of just one. For instance, a sprinkle of flax seeds for omega-3s, a few pumpkin seeds for zinc, and a very small swirl of tahini for a different flavor profile. The idea is to enhance your oatmeal with healthy fats, not to turn it into a lead balloon in your stomach. We're uncovering some surprising truths, aren't we? Let's move on to 2 more common culprits that could be making your oatmeal less than ideal. Our 6th hidden culprit is something many of us reach for in an effort to be healthy or sugar-free: artificial sweeteners and artificial flavors. You might grab a packet of sugar-free oatmeal or add a few drops of a liquid sweetener, thinking you're sidestepping the sugar problem. But these laboratory-created alternatives, like aspartame, sucralose, or saccharin, and even some natural-sounding ones like stevia or erythritol in large quantities, can actually wreak havoc on your gut microbiome. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria, a delicate ecosystem that plays a crucial role in your digestion, immunity, and even your mood. Artificial sweeteners can disrupt the balance of these beneficial bacteria, leading to digestive issues like gas, bloating, and discomfort. They can also confuse your body's metabolism, potentially affecting how you regulate blood sugar and even increasing cravings for actual sweets, rather than diminishing them. It's a tricky situation because these products are marketed as being good for you, especially if you're trying to manage blood sugar or reduce calorie intake. But for many people, especially as we age and our digestive systems become more sensitive, these artificial compounds can be inflammatory and disruptive. And beyond the sweeteners, some instant oatmeal packets or flavored varieties contain artificial flavors or colors, which are completely unnecessary and offer no nutritional benefit, only potential harm. These synthetic additives can sometimes cause sensitivities, headaches, or simply put an additional burden on your body's detoxification pathways. So, what's the alternative instead of artificial sweeteners? Truly embrace the natural sweetness of fruit. Or use a tiny amount of pure, natural sweeteners like pure maple syrup or honey, or even date sugar, in very limited quantities. Let your taste buds readjust. You'll find that over time, you appreciate the subtle sweetness of oats and fruit much more. Focus on whole, unprocessed ingredients. Your gut will thank you for it, and you'll feel better without the hidden side effects of these artificial additives. Finally, let's talk about adding large amounts of raw greens, like spinach or kale, directly into your oatmeal. This might sound like a truly innovative way to sneak in extra vegetables. And credit to you for trying to boost your nutrient intake. You've probably seen green smoothies everywhere, so why not a green breakfast bowl? While spinach and kale are incredibly nutritious on their own, brimming with vitamins and minerals, adding a large quantity of them raw into your hot oatmeal can be problematic for a few reasons. Firstly, for many over 60, introducing a large dose of raw fiber, especially from leafy greens, alongside the fiber from oats, can overwhelm a sensitive digestive system. This can lead to significant gas, bloating, and general discomfort as your body struggles to process everything at once. It's like trying to run a marathon without training. Your system just isn't ready for that sudden, intense effort. Secondly, raw spinach and kale contain compounds called oxalates, which can bind with minerals like calcium and iron in your digestive tract, potentially reducing their absorption. While this isn't a major concern in small amounts or when consumed as part of a varied diet, combining large quantities of raw oxalate-rich greens with a mineral-rich food like oatmeal might not be the most efficient way to get your nutrients. Cooking these greens, even lightly, can significantly reduce their oxalate content and make them easier to digest. So, what's a better approach instead of blending raw greens into your oatmeal? Consider having them as a side dish, lightly steamed or sautéed. You could also very finely chop a tiny amount of spinach and stir it into your oatmeal after it's cooked and cooled slightly. But pay close attention to how your body responds. Ultimately, the best way to enjoy your greens is in a way that your body can easily process and benefit from, not in a way that causes discomfort or reduces nutrient absorption. So, we've talked about the hidden pitfalls of dairy and refined sugars, the sneaky sugars in dried fruits, how too much protein powder or excessive fats can slow you down, and even the surprising effects of artificial sweeteners and raw greens. The key takeaway here isn't to fear oatmeal, but to be smart about what you invite to the party in your bowl. Remember, beloved friends, oatmeal truly is a wonderful, nutrient-dense food. It's all about making informed choices and listening to your body's unique signals. Small, mindful adjustments to your breakfast routine can lead to incredible improvements in your energy, digestion, and overall well-being. Don't feel overwhelmed by these revelations. Instead, feel empowered. You now have the knowledge to turn your humble bowl of oatmeal into a truly beneficial and delicious start to your day. One that supports your health, rather than subtly undermining it. I'm so curious to hear from you. Have you noticed any of these issues when you eat oatmeal? What are your favorite healthy oatmeal toppings that make you feel fantastic? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights help us all learn and grow together as a community that values well-being. If this video has shed some light on your morning routine and given you new ideas for a better breakfast, please give it a thumbs up. Your support means the world to us and helps more people discover this valuable information. And if you're looking for more practical tips to live your healthiest, happiest life, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. We're here to help you navigate the journey of aging with grace, energy, and joy. You are vibrant, you are capable, and you deserve to feel fantastic every single day. Keep learning, keep growing, And always remember, live your best life at every age.